was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Taken in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. McFarland, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
The pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Running with McFarland.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll fake it. Now Smith.
He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Anthony McFarland.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Big series right here. You got to step it up. Check 60. Check hot.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Ebron's got it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They'll run here with McFarland.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's McFarland. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys 17. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, Smith. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Play action, they'll throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And the Cowboy first down.
Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week you got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Cowboy ball carrier.
There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack them.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Smith. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a run with McFarland. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
1st and 10 at the 20.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's McFarland. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On the handoff, it's McFarland. And some room to work. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
They gashed him in a big way on that last run, and defense fortunate to tackle him on the 2-yard line, but doesn't necessarily mean that there's something wrong with the defense's plan. And that's the one thing the coordinator has to do to make sure the confidence stays high. Okay, sometimes you're going to get a big...
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head.
This will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Cowboys.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A first down carry by Elliott. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Elliott, the Cowboy ball.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Play action. It's Smith. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing on 3rd down. Smith. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
39-yard line.
On first down, it's Smith. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Smith now to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they'll walk him back half the distance. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now he'll let it go deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory.
Complete to number 84.
A big play here for Dallas. 58 yards.
First down, Dallas.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the action, here's Elliott. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. 14-yard line, second and 11.
The 14-yard line.
He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming fourth down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, That's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And this one is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6.
The pass.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. On 1st down, McFarland. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. Powerful, and that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. On 2nd down, McFarland. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
On the tackle.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Zeke going to get it on the option. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
38-yard line. A gain of 9 yards.
They'll set up to throw.
First down.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle. Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. From the gun, here's Smith. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
McFarland once more. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Smith on 3rd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
5-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
On the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
That's the end.
Back now here on EA Sports. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They'll run with McFarland. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Again, McFarland. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Anthony McFarland. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Steelers 21. Cowboys 13.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
At the 40-yard.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Running without him. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They begin the drive with McFarland. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw, Smith. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Smith. Oh, no, he lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is indeed good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, get a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And he's got room. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, the 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Anthony McFarland, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Steelers 31, Cowboys 19.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. throw now on first down. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Steelers 31, Cowboys 26.
So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Pittsburgh, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4.
And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.